Hey everyone! Today we're diving into 5 fascinating facts about modern jewelry design. Things that most people don't know. But they're actually shaping the future of this industry. We'll talk about how software has changed the way jewelers work, how 3D printing speeds up production, how brands use technology for their first sketches, and even how tools like ZBrush let you sculpt jewelry as if you're working with clay. So let's jump right in. Here are 5 game-changing facts every jewelry lover and designer should know. 1. Designing with software requires knowledge of basic 3D modeling. Jewelry design software may look easy at first glance, but to really create professional designs, you need to understand the foundations of 3D modeling. Why? Because jewelry is not just about beauty, it's also about proportions, structure, and functionality. For example, when you're creating a ring, you need to know how thick the shank should be so it's comfortable to wear but also durable enough to last. If you don't understand volume and geometry, you might end up with a design that looks beautiful on screen, but is impossible to produce in real life. Basic concepts like symmetry, scaling, and surface continuity are the backbone of digital modeling. They're what allow you to take a 2D idea and transform it into a 3D piece that can be manufactured. That's why before diving deep into software like Metrics Gold or ZBrush, jewelers benefit so much from learning these modeling fundamentals. They make the difference between a beginner's design and a professional one. 2. Jewelry designers can create animated renders with software. Most people think CAD software is only for creating static 3D models, but in reality, modern tools allow designers to create animated renders, too. Imagine you've designed a bracelet with a hidden clasp dot instead of just showing a single photo. You can create an animation that shows the bracelet rotating, the clasp opening, and the stones sparkling as the light hits them. This brings the design to life. For clients, this is an amazing experience because they can see and feel the jewelry before it even exists. For brands, animated renders are a powerful marketing tool. They can use them in catalogs, websites, or even social media campaigns. It's not just about making something look pretty, it's about communication. An animated render tells the story of the jewelry, making it much easier to explain details that static images can't capture. 3. Learning digital design is essential for the new generation of jewelers. The jewelry industry has changed dramatically in the past 2 decades. Traditionally, jewelers relied on hand sketches and wax carving. These techniques are beautiful, but they take years to master and they're slow compared to modern demands. Today, digital design has become the standard. Most workshops, from small studios to global brands, expect designers to know CAD. Why? Because CAD speeds up the process, reduces errors, and allows ideas to be tested and modified easily. For young jewelers, learning digital design isn't just a plus, it's a necessity. Without these skills, it's almost impossible to compete in today's market. Clients want to see 3D previews. Brands want fast revisions. Manufacturers want precise files for 3D printing and casting. This doesn't mean traditional skills are useless. In fact, combining handcraft knowledge with CAD expertise creates the most powerful designers. But the reality is, the new generation can't succeed without embracing digital design. It's the language of modern jewelry making. 4. Many global brands create their initial designs with software. Some people think digital design is only for small workshops or independent designers. But in reality, even the world's biggest luxury jewelry brands rely on CAD for their first steps. Why? Because it's efficient. Let's say a creative director sketches a necklace concept on paper. Instead of spending weeks making physical prototypes, the design team can immediately create a digital version in Metrics Gold or Rhino. This allows them to test proportions, change stone settings, and experiment with different styles instantly. It also makes collaboration easier. A designer in Italy can send a file to a 3D artist in New York, and within hours, the entire team can review the piece in detail. Before CAD, this would have required shipping fragile wax models across the world. For global brands, time is money. CAD shortens development cycles, reduces waste, and allows them to bring more designs to market every season. That's why so many high-end houses, from heritage jewelry brands to modern fashion labels, now consider software-based design as the very first step in their creative process. 5. sketching in ZBrush feels like modeling with clay. ZBrush is a unique software that takes a completely different approach to design. Instead of focusing on technical curves and measurements, it allows you to sculpt digitally, just like working with clay. This makes ZBrush especially powerful for artistic and organic jewelry. For example, if you want to design a ring shaped like a flowing wave, or a pendant inspired by an animal, you can literally sculpt it with digital brushes, pulling, pushing, and carving the surface as if it were real material. This approach is less about precision and more about creativity. Many designers love it because it feels natural. It's like bringing traditional sculpting skills into the digital world. Of course, after sculpting, the model still needs to be refined and prepared for manufacturing. But the freedom ZBrush gives in the creative stage is unmatched. It's perfect for designers who want to explore bold, artistic concepts that might be hard to achieve with traditional CAD tools. That's why ZBrush has become so popular in jewelry and other design industries. It bridges the gap between art and technology. Hit that subscribe button so you can catch the next 5 fascinating facts.